Okay, I think we might actually have a really big problem. There's apparently a winter storm on our route. How is it snowing? It's only October!
Y'all, we stopped for gas and we noticed our bumpers coming clean off. Look at that.
This has to be the end of issues, right? There's nothing else can go wrong. Where's wood? Oh yeah!
Oh yeah, knock on wood. Listen to this. You hear that? That clack-clacking? That's not good. Everything is going wrong. What the heck? Why, God? Will it get us to the ferry? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm having a lot of doubts right now, so. Good morning, adventurers. I'm just doing my little pre-road trip ritual. This is my spread pretty much every time before we leave the road trip. I've got my 3 different kind of funnels, one for each type of fluid that I have to put in. I got my coolant just because sometimes it needs a little topping off. There's this little breather can that kind of catches impurities in the engine. It's like a vent, and I have to empty this all the time because it fills up way faster than I ever thought it was going to. And that's annoying, gets me really dirty, just like everything here does. But sadly, we have an extra step in this process today. Just the other day, I noticed a little bit of red goo dripping from under the RV. At first, I thought maybe it was trans fluid, but it was actually just power steering fluid. So we have a leak in our power steering line. Luckily, it hasn't been bad enough for it to go out, but if I had noticed it, we'd probably be like driving down some crazy mountain pass and then all of a sudden, the wheel won't turn. The leak is actually just in this pressure line over here. It's a really slow drip and we don't really have time to fix it properly right now, so I think we're just gonna live with it. We have to book it back down to Haines because you guys, winter is coming. Our ferry is set to leave in like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, we tried to push it back, but if we don't get this one, we can't leave until the end of October.
Yeah, so we got in kind of a weird spot. We don't want to get stuck in the bad weather. You can see like it's raining right now, but in like a week or 2, this is just gonna be white.
Snow keeps popping up on the forecast and going away.
We don't want to do an 18-hour road trip in a bunch of snow and ice.
You know, we would think about staying up here longer, but everything is shut down. This RV park actually shut down a couple of days ago, so we've had no electricity or water, anything for a couple of days. We've just been living off grid. And I don't know that we're even technically supposed to still be here. So
yeah.
we're
the office is up there and they haven't said anything, so we haven't said anything.
But all signs seem to be pointing to get the heck out of Anchorage and head south. So that's what we're gonna do. But I think we're gonna try to change our ferry route and get off in Ketchikan.
Yeah.
It's just, we're gonna fly by the seat of our very chilly pants.
All right, y'all, we have a crap ton of stuff to do. We have to sort all this stuff out. We gotta batten everything down. We gotta hook up Ruby. We gotta hit the road.
All in the rain. Yay, RV life.
All right, we are on the road, and step 1, since we're gonna have to go exclusively off-grid from here on out because all the freaking RV parks are closed, we've got to fill our propane because I think it is bone dry right now, and that's the only way we're gonna survive because that's our heat source. Ring bell for service. All right. Ding dong. You guys remember when we installed our new propane tank? This is why we had to put this little compartment here, because you can access all this stuff from up to the bottom, see? But you have to have this little compartment in order to access the fill valve. Man, we are completely bone dry, check that out. We're just about at 0. This thing has lasted a long time too. Step 1, make sure propane is off. There we go. All right, we're all filled up. We usually get it to about 70, 80% before it starts coming out of the little valve there, so that'll last us for quite a while. Y'all, we stopped for gas and we were just like, you know, examining. We just like to check up on this and make sure nothing bad's going on with the tow setup. And we noticed our bumpers coming clean off. Look at that. What the heck?
Oh my God.
At first we were freaking out. We were thinking like this might pop off, but this actually goes to the frame, not to the bumper. So what we're really afraid of is that if we have a brake issue and this has to pull the emergency brake, it's just gonna rip the bumper off instead of triggering the brake.
This has to be the end of issues, right? There's nothing else can go wrong. Where's wood? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, knock on wood. Good thing I made our brake lights out of wood. These have held up, by the way, in case you were wondering, surprisingly well, considering they're years old now.
Yeah.
What happened here is there's actually supposed to be a bolt right here and a bolt down there, and apparently that fell off somewhere on the road, so sorry to whoever was behind us if that happened.
Zip tying a bumper on, no big deal.
Yeah. Eventually, we will put proper bolts in there.
Is this really gonna hold it?
Yeah.
Oh,
And if not, we got plenty more zip ties. Since we're basically gonna be off-grid exclusively from here on out, we need to make sure we're stocked up on provisions, especially if we end up getting caught in like a winter storm or something like that.
Well, now we've got propane, we've got fuel, we've got water, we just need some food, and then we can just live in a snow globe for a few days if we need to.
Yes, but we're just about to get out of civilization, so this is our last chance to fill up, stock up, top up, other things that end in up, I guess. What are we
Shut
talking?
up.
Shut up. This is our favorite type of thing to do when we're trying to kind of conserve our utilities. You just pop this right in the oven. Propane to the rescue, baby.
Yep. We don't have to dirty any dishes by chopping or grilling or anything. It's gonna be delicious, nutritious, and easy peasy. Bad news for us.
What is it? She hasn't told me what it is yet.
Apparently there's a winter storm on the way. It says route may be affected by a winter storm warning.
There wasn't supposed to be any storms yet.
Total snow accumulations of 8 to 14 inches. Wind gusting as high as 50 miles per hour. Travel could be very difficult. Areas of blowing snow could significantly reduce visibility. Gusty winds could bring down tree branches.
What?
So this is the route we're taking, and the winter storm you can see is kind of off to the west, and it
barely touches the road there. I think we'll be all right. All right, well, let's hit the road, because I want to...
I don't know if I want to.
I know, I feel like, do we want to get there sooner or later? I don't know. Sooner it is.
Here we go.
Well, the snow has officially begun, and we're still 4 hours away from the spot where the storm was touching the road that we showed you guys on the phone earlier. That's actually where we're gonna try to stay tonight if we can make it. We climbed up really high in elevation, so when we get back down, it might not be snowing as bad, but it is already kind of accumulating on the sides. Luckily, the roads don't seem too bad yet.
I think it's been warm enough lately that we don't have to worry about ice, but still, I mean, we are going up and down in elevation a lot. I don't love it.
We're just gonna take it slow, take it easy, take our time.
and enjoy winter in fall.
Yeah. Holy cow, y'all, the snow is in full force. We've got proper accumulation now, like 2 or 3 inches, at least in this spot. So far the roads have luckily been pretty clear, but the forest has not, and it is freaking beautiful. You just see a little bit of greenery poking out, but most of it is a winter wonderland.
This is very slushy, so I'm hoping that tonight it doesn't all just freeze on the road.
Yeah, we're gonna kind of stay just in some rest stop, hopefully, if we make it there. But we're not sure if we're gonna wake up to just being completely snowed in or what, so TBD. When we're doing this drive, it's usually advised to stop at every single gas station just to make sure you're topped up just in case, because you don't know what's open, you don't know how far away they are, so we're gonna get all topped up.
Well, y'all, bad news bears. We talked to the attendant inside, and he said the roads are only gonna get worse as we go up to Toke, which is where we're trying to get to. He said they've gotten a foot so far, and I think it's still coming down. You should be able to get up there, but he said it might be a little nasty.
Yeah, so we'll see.
I thought we were leaving so far before winter was supposed to get here.
I guess we were wrong.
I don't know. Okay, well, let's go.
Yeah, we were just passing through town with our RV, and we were gonna come in and eat dinner, but we just wanted to check, do you guys allow RV parking overnight in your parking lot? Yeah, no problem. You do? All right, yeah. I'll be there in just a bit. Thank you. Good news, you guys. There's a restaurant that one of our patrons actually recommended in this town called Toke, which is where we're going to stay for the night, and they actually allow overnight RV parking. We called and confirmed.
So nice, because we were just going to pull off down to some gravel pit on the side of the road.
Yeah, and with the snow, you never know if you'll get out of that gravel pit once you get in it. So we don't really want to go in a gravel pit if we don't have to.
Well, at least if we're stuck there, they got beer and they got burgers.
Yes, they do. All right, we have provisions for this winter apocalypse. It got a little harrowing there towards the end. There was a lot of wind. It was really hard to film any of it. Plus, I was kind of white knuckling a little bit. Got a little icy, but now we deserved a beer and maybe some whiskey later.
Yeah.
We'll see. All right, this is our home for the night. It's at Fast Eddie's restaurant. It's actually a whole complex. It has like restaurant, cabins, but of course no one's here. And they told us we can park kind of near the sign.
Well, I'm not getting out here. This is mud soup.
Oh yeah, this sucks.
Yeah.
It's either nasty mud like this or really nice pristine snow.
I'll get out the other side, but
okay.
Home sweet, disgusting home.
And we don't have to use our propane. We can eat at Fast Eddie's.
Yay!
So let's do it.
Okay, bye.
So this magical place is Fast Eddie's.
And it confirmed was super fast. We got these in like 5 minutes.
It was. So apparently this place has been here since I think the very early 80s. They have delicious fries. I got myself a little chicken burger because we've been eating like fiends.
Well, I got myself a bunless burger because that's healthy, right? There's sprouts there. But this all worked out much better than we had hoped for. We made it and now we just get to sleep in like a maintained parking lot with lights, with people around. There's a coffee shop on the other side of this restaurant.
So we get to save our provisions because we still have many days left on this journey to get down to Haines.
So now we don't have to use our propane to cook dinner and all that. We can just use it to survive by the heater.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm scared to go back out there actually because
it's gross. It's getting grosser by the minute.
A low of 25 tonight, y'all, and that wind is not letting up. Should I say something else?
I think that's it.
Okay, that's
I'll do it in transition. The heat is on. The heat is on. I turned the heat on.
Oh, I've gathered that much.
We have our little electric heater, but that's not going to do the trick, and we don't have enough power for that. So our propane heater is under there. It comes out there, and that thing does the trick. And they blow right on the floor, so the whole floor gets warm.
It does
Very nice.
make it like ambiently warm in here, but man, you Alaskans, you're hardcore. This starts in October? It barely even starts like this in December back where we're from. I want the shortest winter possible. Like this much winter, like maybe this much.
Do you hear that strange beeping?
Yes, are we dying?
No. You know what it is.
I know, it's our tire pressure. Surprise, it's very low.
Yeah, we have a sensor up there, and if the tire pressure goes too low, it makes that horrible noise.
Is that gonna be all night?
I don't know.
Is that forever now?
There's no way to turn it off.
You're joking, right?
I'm joking.
Okay.
All right, we're in for the night. We got our little whiskey eggnog.
Yeah.
Ooh, we've been waiting all day to drink this. This was gonna be our celebration after we made it.
Oh my God. There was a slight fiasco with the propane. We won't go into that. We just
You guys don't need to know everything.
No, we weren't level enough, but we got it. We're not gonna freeze tonight. That's all you need to know.
Our heater wasn't coming on. We were scrambling all around trying to figure it out, but yeah, we weren't level. And we just filled the propane, so it's gotta be level.
Yeah, it's all fine.
Yeah, we'll spare you the details.
Yeah, but if you have an RV, get it level. That's what we're finding.
No matter
what.
what.
Your shower doesn't leak, your propane works, and the blood doesn't rush to your head.
All right, we're done.
Okay, bye. Ding. Good night.
Well, y'all, we survived the night. Fast Eddie's came through for us.
Yeah.
We didn't freeze.
We didn't freeze, and we only used about 10% of our propane. So
yeah.
We have like 5 more nights. No, I guess you can't go all the way to 0. We have like 3 more nights off grid we could do.
Like that.
It's pretty late in the day, y'all. It's already past noon, I think.
We've been working and stuff. This whole parking lot's cleared out now.
But I mean, check it out. There are mountains over there. Who freaking knew? They were covered by snow yesterday. This is the Alaska I remember from last time we were here.
So most of the ice on the sun side has melted, but on the shadow side it has not. And Ruby really took it bad last night.
Yeah, she got sprayed by all the slush and then it just froze.
Yeah, but her underside, this whole half part here is just a block of ice. It's pretty nuts.
Is she gonna drive?
Well, she's gonna get pulled. So
I guess you're right.
hopefully
wow.
eventually that'll melt as we get further south.
And hopefully these don't go flying into the people behind us.
Let's get some of those off of there.
Yeah.
This is how we de-ice Ruby.
So...
Have you seen how dirty our RV is?
Oh my gosh, talk about some sludge.
Yeah.
Ew.
Oh man, there's so much sludge caked on this little bump out over here.
It's
Ugh.
frozen solid.
It's frozen sludge. Check this out. Oh my gosh. What happened? Oh, it's all frozen dirt. Oh no, Ruby, what happened to you? What did Clementine do to you? Oh my god.
It's like all the way up to the roof.
Wow. Looks like we've been off-roading.
This is what you get when you drive on the roads.
I don't know how the hell we're gonna clean all this off. This is gonna be a nightmare. It is new. Look, there's still good wood under there. We have successfully entered into Canada. When we left this morning, the roads looked clear, but then they actually got pretty bad for a good little stretch there. It was basically a sheet of ice, so we had to take it pretty slow. But we eventually made it to the border. We crossed without any issues, and now we're just racing the sunlight because we don't really like driving this rig in the middle of the dark, in the middle of the Yukon, you know. So I guess let's talk more drive. We've got a couple problems. First off, we did not want to be driving at night, but here we are driving at night. We have this turnout that we have mapped and we're about 30 minutes away from it, so I think we're just gonna power through. We really can't find anywhere else to stay. There's no turnouts or towns or anything. But we've got a much bigger problem than that. Listen to this. You hear that? That clack-clacking? That's not good. I think it's either some kind of an exhaust leak or it's some issue with one of the rods inside of the engine. So far it's not overheating, there's no issues with power, there's really no other problems except that sound. Also, these roads are so freaking horrible that everything in this rig is rattling and squeaking. You hear all that? Oh my god. It has not been a great road trip, you guys.
No, and our radio is currently broken, so we can't listen to music.
Everything is going wrong! What the heck? Why, God? Will it get us to the ferry? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm having a lot of doubts right now. Also, this light doesn't work. So that's why this looks like a horror show. She's got her phone light. Now put that away so I can focus and not hit a freaking moose or something. Well, good morning, y'all. We actually ended up pulling into this awesome spot for the night. We did make it, after all, and man, the views are incredible. We are in Destruction Bay, and there's just water all over the place, snow-capped peaks as far as the eye can see. It's pretty magical. But what's not so magical is whatever the hell is going on with this engine. I'm just checking everything out, checking the levels of everything. There's nothing leaking. There's no obvious issues. Coolant's fine. Everything's good. It's just that freaking ticking. Obviously, I really don't want to drive it with it making that noise, but we're in the middle of freaking the Yukon, in the middle of nowhere, you guys. So we kind of have no choice but to power ahead and hope nothing really bad happens.
We just have to make it 4 hours to civilization. Actually, Haines Junction will be in a couple hours, so we can at least make it there.
Yeah, and then reassess.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hope it's just a little exhaust leak. I think that would be a lot better than something internally in the engine going wrong. Y'all, I'm happy to say we made it to friggin' Haines. I didn't think that it would happen. We were doubting it for a little bit there. Can you believe how dirty Ruby got?
I mean,
oh my gosh.
Golly.
I know we've said it like 50 times, but it just gets dirtier and dirtier. Oh my goodness. Woo. She's still fired right up though. We never have any problems with Ruby. It's just Clementine, dang it.
Oh, Clementine, be more like your little sister.
And there's probably already a bunch of comments about this, but we planned to get some kind of a guard, you know, to put in front of here and one of those mud guard things to put in the back of Clementine, but we just haven't had anywhere to ship it to, you know, because it's a big package and it seems to take forever to arrive, but now I wish we had done that. There are really no decent mechanics in town that we could find, so I think our plan is the ferry's very close. We're gonna get the whole thing onto the ferry, then we wanna stop on one of the towns on the way down, and we're just gonna go right off the ferry, and then go right back on it. And then eventually when we get down to the States, we're gonna take it to a proper mechanic. But she held up that whole drive. The ticking really didn't get any worse. She didn't overheat, anything like that, so I think it's okay for couple short drives here or there. I know a lot of you are probably going to be like, no, don't drive it, take it to the mechanic now.
Yeah, but if we do that, they always inevitably keep it for like a week, and we don't have that kind of time.
We just don't have the time to do it, so we're just going to have to take the risk, you guys. We'll see what happens. I think it'll be all right. Good job, ma'am.
Yes.
She did most of the driving, so.
I did. He did most of the sleeping.
Whew. All right, we're going to have to find a car wash, get both of these girls all prettied up, and then freaking chill for the evening, I guess.
All right, but I guess that's it. We made it here, and that's all we can do at this point, so yeah, we're done.
From here, we just have to do the whole ferry thing, and then we are going to be back on the mainland, all right? And then we can worry about getting all this stuff fixed.
All right, but until then, we're just gonna enjoy the views and chill. All right, goodbye, adventurers.
We'll see you on the road.